Hello and welcome to a sunny one ahead, and welcome to Acoustic Nights at the Meeting Place online, or online at the Meeting Place Acoustic Nights, or whatever, you know where we are. So, plenty of motorbikes out there by the way, so I thought I would start off with a nice wee traditional song. It's a song called the Twa Corbies. And it's, when you listen to the words, it's quite a nasty wee song, but then I suppose even crows have to eat, has to be said. So, a nice happy song to be starting with. Twa Corbies. As I was walking all alone, I heard twa corbies making rain, and yen and tater he did sail. Where shall we gang and dine the dale? Where shall we gang and dine the dale? Just behind John Alfeld Dyke, I what there lies a new slain knight. Nobody kens that he lies there, but his hawk is hound and his lady fair. His hawk is hound and his lady fair. His hound is tae the hunting game, his hawk to fetch the wild fowl hame. His lady's ta'en another mater, so we may mak her dinner sweeter. Now we may mak her dinner sweet. So you sit on his white horse babe, while I piked his bonny bluey, wi' a lock o' his golden hair. We'll think her nest where it lies bare. We'll think her nest where it lies bare. There's many a yen for him likes me, but none shall ken what he is gain, or his white bones when they lie bare. The wind shall blow forevermore. The wind shall blow forevermore. The wind shall blow forevermore. Shall blow forevermore. A nice song, cruel but nice. Sit back a bit, David, relax. So, there we we go. Now this is the other side, the other end of the spectrum, I suppose, sort of. This is a blues song in drop D, which I'm having fun with this weather. It's called Sitting on Top of the World, and I think I heard Big Bill Broonzy do it. The first person I heard do it was Big Bill Broonzy, and I don't know who wrote it. I have a feeling it might be one of those blues songs that just sort of evolved, if you see what I mean. Now this is a heavily edited version of it. Because I've heard versions that have 40 verses in them, and a slight exaggeration there, but you know, I'm just stressing the point. But most of the verses that are in there are generic, I suppose we'd call them. They're in an awful lot of blues songs. Things like, if the river was whiskey and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and never come up. And if you don't like my peaches, don't you shake my tree. Those kind of verses. So I've ripped them out, and it's not left me with much, let me tell you. So, Sitting on Top of the World. Join in if you feel like it. 'Twas in the spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me, she upped and walked away. Now she's gone, I don't worry, you know I'm sitting on top of the world. She called me up from El Paso, said come back daddy, oh man I want you so. Now you're gone, well I don't worry, hey man I'm sitting on top of the world. Those sunny days have drifted by, why should I beg you, it was you said goodbye. Now you're gone, I don't worry, hey man I'm sitting on top of the world. So don't come running, holding up your hand. I'll get me a woman quick as you can get you a man. Now you're gone, I don't worry, you know I'm sitting on top of the world. Was in the summer, maybe early fall, just trying to find my little all in all. But now she's gone, I don't worry, hey man I'm sitting on top of the world. Said I'm sitting on top of the world. There we go, a nice wee song, eh? Nice wee song. Now, this heading to the Dave Gibb songbook. And this is a true story. It's all in the song, there's nothing to tell you about it really. Except to say that it's something I'm sure we've all done. All men with married, long-term partners, whatever, we've all done this at one time or another. And probably paid the price for it. My wife, the dearly beloved Isabel, she denies that this ever happened, but it did. And I still, to this day, bear the scars, both mental and physical, let me tell you. Good enough. The 2 AM fish supper it's called. So here it goes. Jazzy. And me, probably about some show to watch on the TV. As usual she was winning and I thought enough's enough, so in a very grown-up manly way I stormed out in a huff. I ended up down at the pub and quite before I knew I'd had one drink too many and was really rather full. I hung around till closing time just drinking on my own. The barman shouted out last order, so I headed off for home. Luigi's deep fried restaurant was beckoning to me. I stepped inside to see what deep fried food there was to eat. I bought this nice fish supper when I thought flash through my brain, I'm gonna buy one for my peach pip. So she talks to me again, I don't know why I do it. It's a mystery, is this? The things I think will make her happy when I'm absolutely pissed. I made it home and settled down to tuck into my food. Getting cold by this time, but still it tasted good. But hers had just congealed into this lump of fish and chips. I thought she's going to be so happy when I wake her up for this. I crept upstairs and slowly opened up the bedroom door. The only sound I heard was a contented, happy snore. I shook her by the shoulders and I whispered in her ear, waking up because I brought you home a feast fit for a queen. I don't know why I do it. It's a mystery, is this? The things I think will make her happy when I'm absolutely pissed. I don't know what went wrong, but then she wasn't very pleased. She shrieked and then inquired if I was off my bloody heat. She hit my hand quite viciously, I thought a tad unfair. Then fish and chips and wrapper tumbled through the bedroom air. Now it's been weeks since this happened, though it's never talked about. And I steer clear of Luigi's any time I'm going out. And though I cleaned the bedroom, even underneath the bed, I still find chips behind the wardrobe, and I bet there's more there yet. I don't know why I do it. It's the things I think will make her happy when I'm absolutely pissed. True story, and we've all done it. I love you, dear. Look, I brought you home some cold chow mein. I'm sweating here at the very thought of it. Such is life. Sorry for mucking up the words towards the end there, but it just shows it's live. Right, this is a part of a trilogy I wrote. I really got ahead of myself with this trilogy thing. The trilogy was, one song was the guy did something wrong, second song he makes a deal with the devil, third song the devil shafts him, basically. Not my most original idea. And each song was about 20 minutes long, and I really enjoyed working on it. And then I left it for a couple of weeks, as you do. And when I went back to it, oh, it was just terrible. It was really, really poor. It was a shame, but it was crap is the only word I can think of to describe it. Except this wee bit. This is towards the tail end of the second song. It's only a wee short bit, this. And it's where the devil's agent meets up with a guy and explains to him, it's not going to work out the way you think, son, because the devil is not to be trusted. He's a very, very bad being. Nasty piece of work. So that's it. It's called Absolution. And I just wish the rest was up to this standard. I like this one. Again, join in if you feel the urge. Sifting through the memories, drifting through my mind. Then she appears beside me, a smile as wide as heaven shining from her eyes. And for a while, we watched the world roll by. Then she whispers, why ask this of me? Your burden must be yours for life. You know you can't just take your past and wipe it clean. And believe me, redemption isn't all it seems. 'Cause you can go down to the water, try to wash your sins away. You can pray the Lord calls out your name at dawn and judgment day, when your sins will be forgiven. But believe me when I say absolution's fine, but there comes a time when the sinner has to pay. And we'll pray for you, of course, as you head on down the road, when it's time for you to go. And you'll see all of life, my friend, see it time and time again, on this road that never ends. Said we hold your secrets now, all we need to know. And she spread her wings and smiled at me, said just one thing before I go. I suppose you know by now, we own you heart and soul. So you can go down to the water, try to wash your sins away. You can pray the Lord calls out your name at dawn and judgment day, when your sins will be forgiven. But believe me when I say absolution's fine, but there comes a time when the sinner has to pay. And we'll pray for you, of course, as you head on down the road, when it's time for you to go. And you'll see all of life, my friend, see it time and time again, on this road that never ends. So go down to the water, try to wash your sins away, or pray the Lord calls out your name on Judgment Day when your sins will be forgiven. But believe me when I say absolution's fine, but there comes a time the sinner has to pay. So there we go. Unfortunately, the rest of the songs, oh dear, grim. Right, so I'm going to finish off now. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much to Louise for asking me along. Well, asking me to partake once more, which I think on her part was the benefit of hope over experience, or the victory of hope over experience. But I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I'm going to finish off here with a Paul Simon song. Because one of my heroes is Paul Simon, and he's the reason I play guitar the way I do. So you've got him to blame. Because I wanted to be a rock guitarist, as we all do when you're young. You know, because in here I'm still Rory Gallagher in this head. But I heard the Paul Simon songbook, and which was basically just him and a guitar. And I thought, yeah, I need to have a go at that. And that's where I've stuck ever since. But this is one of his later ones, after Simon and Garfunkel, this one. This is Duncan, it's called. So thanks very much for listening. And we'll see you soon. Duncan. Couple in the next room are bound to win a prize. Been going at it all night long. I've been trying to get some sleep, but these motel walls are cheap. Lincoln Duncan is my name, and here's my song. Here's my song. Father was a fisherman, my mother was a fisherman's friend, and I was born in the boredom and the chowder. So when I reached my prime, I left my home in the maritime and headed down the turnpike for New England, sweet New England. Holes in my confidence, holes in the knees of my jeans. I was left without a penny in my pocket. Oh, as bad as destituted as a kid could be, and I wished I wore a ring so I could hawk it. I'd like to hawk it. Young girl in a parking lot preaching to a crowd, singing sacred songs and reading from the Bible. Well, I told her I was lost, and she taught me all about the Pentecost. Seen this girl as a road to my survival. Much later on the very same night, I crept to a tent with a flashlight. My long years of innocence ended. Well, she took me to the woods, saying, here comes something and it feels so good. And just like a dog, I was befriended. I was befriended. Oh, what a night, oh, what a garden of delight. Even now that sweet memory lingers. I was playing my guitar, lying underneath the stars, thanking the Lord for my fingers, for my fingers. there we go. I hope you've enjoyed these songs, and I hope to get to see you soon. Things are looking well. Maybe get my teeth fixed, two little teeth here. And yeah, so thanks again to Louise and everyone else involved in this, because there's a lot of work goes on behind the scenes in putting these things together, and I've really enjoyed watching the wee concerts. It's been great fun, and picking up new songs to steal and what have you. Yeah, so thanks very much for listening. Thanks to everyone involved with the Acoustic Nights at the Meeting Place for getting all this together and keeping it going through this terrible, terrible year and a bit. But hopefully we'll get to see you soon. So stay well, take care. Bye.